Hey Brown, I don't know why, but it's showing like the Hello, everyone, and we welcome you to Stoker Stadium for a presentation of high school football on a Friday night in Grand Junction. We're getting the coin toss going, and we'll pick you up right after the national anthem and see you then. Have a great evening. All right, so Grand Junction wins the toss, and Cheyenne Mountain is going to be going north to south and receive the kick. Junction will receive at the start of the second half. And here comes Grand Junction.
Please rise and gentlemen remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Singing national anthem are Grand Junction High School's chromatics.
No. It's not the chromatics. It's West Winds.
All right, and here we go from Grand Junction. Kicking off for the Tigers from right to left. It's going to be Ryan Mulvey. Sorry, excuse me, Cooper Fisher. And the kick skips, hits the ground, and here goes Cheyenne Mountain on the return. He waits behind the defense and gets loaded up at the 23. It's going to be first down, Cheyenne Mountain. The Red-Tailed Hawks come into Grand Junction with a good record so far on the season. Tailback Delgan Melton having a great year so far. And they go hurry up right to the line. Here go the Red-Tailed Hawks in the shotgun. A pitch and a beautiful tackle out on the play. Number 23, Colton Music. Sounding off the alarm bells in the backfield early on here tonight. Second down and 12 for the Red-Tailed Hawks. Cheyenne Mountain has perfected the running game so far this season, averaging 300 yards a game at 7 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns per game. They barely ever throw the ball. If Junction can force them into third and longs, that would be huge here tonight. Here's a handoff going right up the middle. He trips and gets loaded up in the pile. And now it's going to be a gain of 4 on the play. Third down and 9. Big defense so far for the Tigers. Excuse me, third down and 8. Checking out the game for the Red-Tailed Hawks is Cole Reshoff, the tight end. More of a wide receiver set. In the bunch formation with everyone tight inside. One receiver to the far right. Handoff again. Never mind, it's a fake and a pitch. What a call! Down the sideline. First down, Cheyenne Mountain. They pick up huge yardage to the 49 in the first down. They go to the option play and stay confident in third and long. And instead of backing down and go to the passing game at a 39% and 68 on the quarterback rating, they pick up a huge gain and a first down to the Junction 50. It was actually, yes, it was a beautiful fake. And now this time, going to go up the middle and get stuffed again. Junction has been pretty sound so far except for the one play. And it's going to be second down and 7. And Sam Hawker under center. Hands the ball off. Never mind. Another pitch fake. And outside, flying around for the Red-Tailed Hawks and picking up a gain of 6. A yard shy of the first down is where they'll mark him. It's going to be third and 1. Cheyenne Mountain. Sam Hawker under center. Just get Junction to jump and looks over into his sideline to get a play from his coach. Hands it off, pitches it to the outside. What a hit! He drops him in the backfield for a loss. And a nasty play. Colton Music again. He picked him up and threw him down. Loss of 1 on the play. It's going to be 4th and 2. Sam Hawker and the Red-Tailed Hawks offense staying on the field for Cheyenne Mountain. What a big game it is here tonight. Junction, theoretically, with a loss both weeks, could be eliminated from playoff contention. Sam Hawker under center, goes out wide, pitches it, and he jumps outside, makes a beautiful cut, not once but twice, and has a first down. And a gain of 7. Solid D by Junction. It's only been a couple big plays. Other than that, Grand Junction's held Cheyenne Mountain pretty well. A shifty running back in the backfield for the Red-Tailed Hawks, and here we go. Handoff right up the gut again. No, it's a fake. Sam Hawker slips a couple tackles, stumbles through. Almost lost the football. Got a little bit risky there and stumbles forward for a big gain and another first down for Cheyenne Mountain. Tyler Christensen on the tackle for the Tigers. We talked about it going into tonight that Junction might need to load the box a little bit with the linebackers. Cheyenne Mountain with a pretty huge offensive line and all these different jumbo packages they do, and they like to run the option to the outside. Thankfully, Colton Music and some other people have made some big tackles early on, but Cheyenne Mountain already threatening in the red zone. Handoff again, another fake, and they got a hold of his jersey and just kind of pulled him down. Hawker on the carry is going to pick up 6 yards. Tyler Christensen outside again. Him and Colton Music are going to have a busy night. And it's going to be 2nd and 4. So Junction needs to come up with kind of a negative play here, or just hold them where they are to force a third and at least a considerable passing situation. Cheyenne Mountain has not thrown the ball once. Sam Hawker, hands off up the gut this time. And a flag here. We'll see what it is. They're blowing it dead. They were going to give him 5 yards, and there's a flag on the field, and they'll spot the ball, and it looks like they're going to march it back maybe. We'll see what they do. The original line of scrimmage was 2nd and 4, picked up 5 yards, and they'll pick up the flag. It's going to be holding on the offense, so the Tigers draw a nice big penalty there, and that will back up Cheyenne Mountain 10 yards. They'll be 2nd and 14. 5 yards, excuse me. Yep, it's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Cheyenne Mountain's going to hurry to the line. Sam Hawker under center with Dallin Snowball in the backfield. And he fakes. No, he does go up the gut with the handoff. Even up here in the booth, it's a little bit tricky, as every other play is a counter to what they did before. And Isaiah Morales at the tackle, and it's going to be 3rd and long here for Cheyenne Mountain. A good chance for Junction to at least get off the field, maybe force a decent-sized field goal for a high school kicker. And now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here we go, 3rd and 6. Sam Hawker fakes the handoff, pitches it out wide open. Touchdown, Cheyenne Mountain. And there's a flag in the play, and a lot of times when you see those outside counter runs and options, you'll see holding or an illegal block. We're looking at here, the refs are talking about it, getting together. Cheyenne Mountain players and coaching staff looking on. They haven't called anything yet. It's going to be a holding on the offense. And they're going to take away the touchdown. It's going to be 3rd and long again. Junction gets 3rd and 11. Junction gets another chance. Excuse me. 3rd down and 11. Another chance of redemption here. It's like 3rd and 10 and a half almost. And Sam Hawker is going to get another chance here to see what they can do. They have not thrown the ball once. Let me mention that. You got to watch out for occasional trick play. Sam Hawker hardly throws the ball. And it's going to be, we'll see if it's a false start here. It looks like it might have been. You saw some early movement on the line for Cheyenne Mountain. Getting a little bit anxious here. And they will back them up. So it's going to be 3rd and 16 for the Red-Tailed Hawks here on the 25-yard line. Cheyenne Mountain shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here early on. And had multiple big plays called back by holdings already. It's how it goes when you only run the football. It's tough for the lineman to block on the outside. And here's a timeout, Cheyenne Mountain. And we will see what Cheyenne Mountain does here. They have not thrown the ball once. Couple big 3 holdings already. And the Tigers have given up a touchdown on that play, but it's called back for holding. And then a false start has put them in 3rd and 16. Big chance to get off the field. Force an incompletion, or force Sam Hawker, for that matter, to throw the ball. only at 39% completion and a 68 quarterback rating for the Red-Tailed Hawks out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, making the 4-hour trip today. All right, Sam Hawker. Snap, fake, handoff. He's going to take a shot wide open. And it's a touchdown for the Red-Tailed Hawks. And you were waiting for that play to happen. An absolute breakdown in coverage. Nobody in the zip code, maybe the closest corner or safety was probably 15 yards away. It was all on the receiver, and it wasn't a beautiful pass, but it was within range, and the Red-Tailed Hawks execute. They've been running the ball all night, and you saw when they called that timeout, it might be a potential. And a fake for the two-point conversion. He's dropped in the backfield, and he won't get there. Good defense on the two-point conversion fake by the Tigers. Showing an early symbol that maybe Cheyenne Mountain isn't going to want to go for field goals or extra points tonight, so we'll keep an eye on that and remember that for later. But the Red-Tailed Hawks come out of the possession, and the first possession of the night for either team is 6 points, and they lead the Tigers 6-0 with 6:20 to go in the first quarter in Grand Junction. So Andrew Nisa's turn to touch the football, and we'll see what he can do on offense. He's been great so far this season with a 123 at quarterback rating and 68% passing. Receivers tonight, big time on the field, Drew Marsh, as well as Paxton Weber, Brady Stayman. Martinez is out of the game tonight. So you're going to look at Elias Morgan tonight, who's back. And you're also going to see a lot of So Isaac Martinez is out, Matthias Martinez Santana is in tonight. So the punt return and kick return could be more of an issue. We'll see Paxton Weber deep a lot tonight too. And he's the one who will field this ball. Oh, wow. And it's going to hop out of bounds. So it's going to be an illegal kick out of bounds here on Cheyenne Mountain, who will give Junction some extra good field position off the penalty yardage. It'll be first down Tigers. It looks like it almost hopped through the back of the end zone, but it did not. It hopped out at about the 2-yard line, and the penalty yardage will put the Tigers on the 35, so pretty good field position. It's going to be first down, Andrew Neese and this offense. Here goes the sophomore quarterback leading his team out for the first time. He backed up Will Applegate last year. He's off in college playing baseball. And now Andrew Neese takes over, a high snap, and nobody was home, and there's a flag, and Andrew Neese has huge yardage, and there's a flag in the backfield. And it's probably going to be a holding. Andrew Neese took off, and honestly, the illegal blocker holding, whatever they're going to call, had nothing to do with the play. It was way across the formation, but immediately the flag came out. They're backing it up, and Junction's going to be penalized here. We'll see how much they mark the yardage for because of how big that gain was. We'll see what the officials do in this situation. Cheyenne Mountain obviously going to take the penalty. It's going to be first and 15, so the penalty is not 10 yards, but it is 10 yards. So 10 yards from the spot. It's going to be first down Grand Junction and first down 19. Here's Andrew Nace in the shotgun. Takes snap, holds. Matthias Martinez Santana almost broke free. A nice pickup on the ground for him. Picks up 6, maybe 7-ish yards here on first down. And it'll be 2nd and long, but the Tigers they're going to mark him for 6. It's going to be 2nd and 13 here for the Tigers, who gained a good amount of the yardage back in first down. Got 66% of that yardage back, and now Andrew Neese with a single back in the halfback formation. Takes snap, hands it off, flicks it, flea flicker, downfield, what a pass! Drew Marsh! There he goes! He's gone! Touchdown, Tigers! What a flea flicker! The trickery is magical! What a throw! You didn't see that coming out of nowhere! And what a play by the Tigers. Wow. You thought it was a pitch back or maybe like an option play to the outside, and that he had a running lane and that they're going to block. He actually slipped the block, found his way downfield, beat the safety, and the trick play for McKee on the second play of the night. And the Tigers are going to go for 2, though Cooper Fisher had a rough week last week. And Andrew Neese just has to get rid of the football. He's absolutely smoked in the backfield. And Elias Morgan was out there, but nobody was within the area. And the Tigers tie up the game here on their 3rd snap of the night. Cheyenne Mountain fell for the fake, and the Tigers execute. And the Tigers weren't able to slow down the running game. They were able to make a couple plays here and there, but on 3rd and longs, the Tigers just couldn't get off the field, and eventually Cheyenne Mountain was able to draw first blood on a pass to the end zone. Both passing plays have not had any safeties or corners that have made anywhere close to making the tackle here tonight, and the passing game for both teams, which wasn't expected, starts out hot for both offenses. A little bit of rain in the area last night, but tonight is a beautiful night for football. And the Tigers going to kick it away. It's number 43 on the offense here for the Tigers. It's Cooper Fisher getting this opportunity to send it deep for the offense. And going to give the ball back to the Red-tailed Hawks of Cheyenne Mountain. This one is a spinner. It hops at the 10, drops at the 5, and here goes the run back. And he is popped at about the 18 and dragged back. Good Tiger coverage on the play. First down, Red-tailed Hawks. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 19. Going to give him an extra yard there. And we saw Sam Hawker and Javon Snowball on that offense just rolling over the Tiger defense, and eventually Junction, like we talked about, dropped their linebackers into the box to stop the run. Eventually they did get him a couple times, but on that touchdown nobody was in 15 yards because everybody was pressing up to defend the run, even though it's 3rd and 19. And that just right there tells you how much this Cheyenne Mountain offense relies on their running game. And there's a bit of a broken play, and he's slung down to the ground. It is a beautiful job by Colton Music. Again, his 3rd tackle of the night to get in on the play. And he's going to get sacked for a loss of 3, and it's going to be 2nd down, and they're going to mark him for only 2, so it's going to be 2nd and 12. Sam Hawker tried to get out of it. He almost did, but there's a lot of Tigers in the area. Colton Music threw him down. 3rd tackle, huge play by Colton Music. And here is a fake handoff, and Sam Hawker's just going to keep it. On the option play, it's 3rd and 7, so Junction here for this. Colton Music with another huge tackle. Sam Hawker looking for space off to the right side. And now, the left side. And now it's going to be a huge 3rd down and 6 for the Tiger defense. Sam Hawker in the offense, probably going to run a option here to see if they can create some space to the outside. No, they will. Yes, of course they'll run an option. It'll scamper out of bounds. Oh my goodness, they're going to mark him short. Nope, they're going to give it to him. He steps out with just enough yardage, and that was Isaac Serranos on the carry, and it's first down, Cheyenne Mountain. It's almost too easy on that third down. They're running the same play. I want to see what Landon McKee will do here to counter that. The Tigers have been able to clog up the middle really, really well so far tonight, only giving up like 3 yards on the ground up the middle and averaging about 6 or 7 to 8 yards on that outside option play, which is exactly matches up to the stats that Cheyenne Mountain averages 7 yards a carry up the middle. And there's another great defensive play by the Tigers. He goes right up the middle, and number 90 on the tackle, Caleb Chenoweth, the defensive lineman, and it's going to be 2nd and 9. So another great play up the middle by the Tigers. You thought that the offensive line might out-muscle the Tiger defensive line here tonight, but they are firing off their blocks. And here is that outside play again, and Sam Hawker carries it. Gets dropped, and it's going to be first down. They're going to move the chains, and Sam Hawker again here. His stats are not great in the passing game at only 38%, but he is absolutely dynamic in the rushing attack. Cheyenne Mountain just has this 2-3 punch game where they go Sam Hawker, their tailback, or they pitch it outside and get some speed to the edge. And Cheyenne Mountain has executed, ball on the ground, and just a rough play on the sideline. We're going to see it might be a personal foul. We'll see if the refs pick it up here. They don't pick up a lot of flags, but there is a little bit of an engagement as AJ Schlatter went to the sideline. It looks like it's going to be offside. It's going to be a personal foul on Junction. Wow. So AJ Schlatter gets penalized as he goes to the sideline. The ball was on the ground. He was flying over to make the play and ended up in the Cheyenne Mountain sideline with a bunch of players, some pushing and shoving, and then they're going to call only AJ Schlatter. Surprisingly, no offsetting fouls here. It's going to be first down Cheyenne Mountain on the Junction 46-yard line. A little bit of retaliation over there. And it's a throw outside, a little screen pass, and it's incomplete. And right there, you see the ball was low and inaccurate. And Sam Hawker threw that one outside. He was looking for Mason Godshaw on the outside. Excuse me, sorry, Christian Bernard on the outside. And yes, Christian Bernard was in on the touchdown, so. The Cheyenne Mountain offense, handoff right up the gut, good tackle. It's going to be 3rd and long. Another opportunity for this Junction defense here to get off the field. Surprisingly, these Red-tailed Hawks aren't just pushing the outside to the absolute max. Colton Music has gotten a couple plays without having to deal with anything here towards the outside, just filling those A, B, and C gaps up the middle. And it's 3rd and 8. Big chance for the Tigers to get off the field here for the first time tonight and force a Cheyenne Mountain punt. Here we go. Sam Hawker under center. And a handoff up the middle. And here a flag goes flying in and drills the running back in the face. Thrown from the official in the way back. And it's going to be a holding. And we'll see what McKee does. The Cheyenne Mountain offense have proved to be tricky on all downs. But at the same time, you can back them up. And if you make a big stop, you force the punt. Right here, it would either be 4th and 4. And it looks like McKee's going to back him up. We'll see. Checking in for the Red-tailed Hawks is number 21. Bryce Cook, the defensive end. And as well as Caden Venson, the wide receiver. Yep. So watch out for the passing game here. They send in one of their best receivers out there for the very limited game of Cheyenne Mountain's receiving core. And Colt Klugger coming in. And it's going to be 3rd and 19. And it's a pitch outside and down the oh my goodness, what a hit. Joseph Alvarado absolutely rocked. Who was that? Number 23, it was Britton Meeks out of the backfield on that pitch play, and Joseph Alvarado said none of that. He picked up 3, and this is going to force Cheyenne Mountain. They don't even consider going for it here. It's a big risk of a turnover, and it's going to be 4th down. And moving across the formation is Isaac Serenos. Checks in with the punt blocking unit here. Paxton Weber, we talked about it being huge on the receiving core, almost blocked. And that one's just going to sail. Oh my goodness. Is it going to check up? Nope, he slides into the end zone, so it should be a touchback. No way. They are saying it's going to be down at the 1. If he slides into the end zone, the rule states that if you slide or anything of motion carries you into the end zone, it's a touchback. And they're going to discuss it. 100% the momentum carries him into the end zone, and they are spotting it at the 1. And Junction did have a safety that cost them a game against Fruita Monument earlier in the season. And they are going to spot it at the 1. So Andrew Neese is going to be backed up at the 1. McKee is trying to get an explanation. Is clearly frustrated, and I don't blame him here. He slid into the end zone. We all saw it. I don't know what the explanation is here. And honestly, no good justification here for the officials. McKee is boiling, but he's going to have to deal with it, and the offense is going to have to find a way to get off their own goal line here and avoid Cheyenne Mountain scoring in the process. Junction gets the ball back for their 2nd time tonight. We'll see if Junction could maybe get some points out of this. Spread out way wide for the Tigers is Jed Klieger. And Andrew Neese moves couple across the formation here. Takes a snap and rolls out. Fires! Incomplete. He overthrows Drew Marsh, Paxton Weber in the area. Honestly, they were wide open. He was under pressure, though, and made the smart decision to get rid of the football and live to play another down. It's a little bit tough to throw on the move, and understandable that you missed that pass, and it's going to be 2nd down here for the Tigers. 2nd and 10, backed up. Cheyenne fans who made the trip are cheering on their defense. And Andrew Neese under center, which is kind of surprising. Looking left to right. Takes a snap. Hands it off. And nothing doing. Maybe picked up 1. Yeah, Matthias Martinez right up the gut for 1. Get a little bit more breathing room, but this is where you could see maybe a screen pass outside or something to avoid Andrew Neese getting pressured, get the ball out quickly to avoid the safety. At least you want to come out of this situation without giving up any points, but you also want the 1st down. Cheyenne Mountain with a big opportunity defensively for his stop. And here we go. And Junction's honestly just going to play it safe. And they're going to go 3 and out on their own goal line on a play that never should have been in that area. Junction should have never been backed up. But the officials say so. It's going to be 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 6, and the Tiger offense is not going to stay out. Junction's going to have to punt it away from their own pylon. And it's likely going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 10 seconds left in the quarter, and they're going to let the clock run out. And Junction will kick from north to south this time. And at the end of the first, score is 6-6. Good game so far. Entertaining plays. Big plays in the run game for Cheyenne Mountain. Some explosive plays in the passing game for the Tigers. We'll pick you up at the start of the second quarter. And back deep for the red-tailed Hawks. Number 5, and AJ Schlatter gets a good punt away. Takes a nice junction hop across the 50. And it'll be down at the 46, Cheyenne Mountain Zone 46. Honestly, a beautiful punt of 54 yards out of the back of his own end zone, so more like 60 almost, by AJ Schlatter, and the Tiger defense will take over at the Cheyenne Mountain 46, and the Cheyenne Mountain offense will take over. What was that? So officially a punt of 54 yards on the play, and here is Sam Hawker in this Cheyenne Mountain Red-Tailed Hawk offense. Here we go. He's under center as usual. And going right up the middle. Never mind, he's outside. Sam Hawker on the carry. Picks up 15. First down, Red-Tailed Hawks. Zaya Morales on the tackle. He gets to 39, carry of 16. First down, Red-Tailed Hawks. And Sam Hawker fakes over the middle. And a flag in the backfield, so maybe holding. No flags downfield, maybe a slight grab on the Tigers, but it has nothing to do with the flag in the backfield, I don't think. Pass is incomplete, so it's either 2nd and 10 or we'll replay first down with a flag. And you could see a holding on the offense here, trying to protect. And, yep, it's going to be holding on Cheyenne Mountain. Again, they're trying to get too creative in the passing game, going away from their fundamentals here. Kind of, again, shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties, but they're all leading from these coaching decisions. And Cheyenne Mountain's going to have to do it all over again here, but way backed up. Jay Sarvis, the recent new hire in the coaching staff, and has taken over as head coach for Cheyenne Mountain. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and he almost picked off the pitch here, and they gain good yardage back. What a big hit. Dusty Harris just flying into the backfield. Checking out for the Red-Tailed Hawks, Colliger, and checking in is Dustin Snowfall. Dusty Harris just did go right off the line. And there he is again. Oh, my goodness. It's a pitch out wide. And he gets drilled in his sideline, and the tackle made on the play by A.J. Schlatter. It's going to be 3rd down and long. Dusty Harris hit the running back in the backfield who never had the ball. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 here. The red-tailed Hawks going left to right here. And we'll see. Honestly, they're just sending Dusty Harris right before the snap into the backfield and maybe changing the play call. Everybody looking at the coaching staff, and then a handoff. Never mind, it's a pitch out wide. What's new? And first down, Cheyenne Mountain on a carry of about 10 yards. Maybe 11. Simon Mulford in on the tackle. First down, Cheyenne Mountain. And there's a pitch right up the middle. And again, getting in on the tackle. And at the bottom of the pile for the Tigers, leading the charge, number 99. And Tyler Christensen, number 33, in on the tackle. Trevin Young also in the pile, helping out. Jumping in at the last second to slow down momentum. It's only a carry of 2. Second down and 8. Cheyenne Mountain has had no luck up the middle. And there they go up the middle again. And he gets decked. And there's a flag thrown. Thrown into the pile, kind of, from the defensive backfield. We're going to see what they call here. Officials talking it over. Just kind of been a slow-moving game to start moving in on the 55-minute mark, and it's going to go against the defense, it looks like. Face mask on the defense. It's a tough call from inside the pile, but trying to slow the running back down, and it's going to go on the Tigers. So it's actually not going to give Cheyenne Mountain a first down. 2nd and 1. And you'll maybe see them go just up the middle with Sam Hawker here. Just a quarterback sneak. Nope, they're going to pitch it out wide. And first down to the 10. So it's first and goal, Red-Tailed Hawks at the 10-yard line. And here's Sam Hawker. Hands it off up the gut, and they got great push on that time. They'll mark him at the 3. I think it's a little bit generous. Maybe tackle made at the 4. Gain of 7, and now it's going to be second down and very short here for the Red-Tailed Hawks. 2nd and 3 and goal. Devon Snowball checking in the game again. And again, Sam Hawker under center. Sam Hawker rolls out. Never mind, excuse me. I fell for the fake too. And Junction saying they got the football. And no, they're just going to mark him down at the 4. And there's going to be an injury to a Red-Tailed Hawk on the play. And we're going to take a quick timeout here as they tend to him. Trying to get a view on who it is here for Cheyenne Mountain. Working on his leg. Maybe a bit of a cramp here, and so we'll step aside. Currently, with 7:55 to go in the second quarter, it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Red-Tailed Hawks on 3rd down here when we come back. So number 1 down for the Red-Tailed Hawks, but he gets back up, and Junction here will take over here. And it's going to be 3rd and 4. And goal to go. And the Red-Tailed Hawks kind of got Junction scrambling. They're going to switch. Maybe a false start. And a quarterback keeper and a touchdown. And he's in for Cheyenne Mountain. Slow and methodical it is. And the Red-Tailed Hawks are in for the score. Last time they elected to not kick the PAT. And we'll see if they do elect to kick it this time. Yep, they are going to elect to kick it. So checking in for the Red-Tailed Hawks is number 6, Colt Klieger. And we'll see if a fake or anything else comes here. Cheyenne Mountain has not kicked the ball. Yeah, it's almost blocked, and it is. Fabulous. A nice kick there. And Cheyenne Mountain comes out of the possession with 7 points and another methodical and slow drive for the Red-Tailed Hawks, and the Junction offense is going to have to find a way to answer. Alrighty. And to kick away for Cheyenne Mountain here, Sam Hawker is kicking it away. The punter and the quarterback doing it all for the offense here tonight. Has it on the tee, so watch out for a little trickery here. And he beams it deep. And it's, again, out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty. Again, the second kick out of bounds penalty on the Red-Tailed Hawks tonight. Last time, Cheyenne Mountain did have a kick. It did not go great for Junction as he slid into the end zone. Should have been blown dead and brought outside the end zone, but marked at the 1, and now it's going to be marked at the 35 again. Honestly, what you're seeing here is maybe Cheyenne Mountain is willing to take the loss of yardage and just deal with it because they don't want their kick return unit to have to deal with the Junction return team, who's really talented. And here's Andrew Neese in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to pitch. No, he doesn't. He keeps it, and the ball is free. And it's not picked up by the Tigers. And now it is. It hops out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. So Junction's going to get a huge gain out of the play. But Andrew Neese is so lucky. He got drilled, and the ball was loose. And that thing, everybody was trying to jump on it and just kept bouncing around. And eventually trickles out of bounds. Cheyenne Mountain knows they were right there. Oh, and they might have they're marking him down, actually short of the first down here. So they're going to say it's second down. So either way, the fumble didn't have to do with the play here. So it's going to be second down and 1 here. And Junction's going to hand it off right up the middle, and they're going to get crunched. But a first down for the Tigers. And a pickup of 3, and Matthias got another 1. Excuse me, Elias Morgan on the carry. Paxton Weber stretching out his ankle a little bit on the side there, so watch out for that. And here's Andrew Neese checking in with the play from Landon McKee here. A well-operated offense here so far tonight, just not able to slow down Cheyenne Mountain in the running attack, which is something you kind of assume. A passing touchdown for the Red-Tailed Hawks, which is not assumed either, but Junction got in the trick bag and answered. And now a motion for Dusty Harris, a fake. Andrew Neese throws it on a laser to Paxton Weber. Down the sideline, throws a juke, and escapes out of bounds with a huge game for the Tigers. Christian Bernard on the tackle. And he'll step out at the 28 with a first down. Gave Drew Marshall a little bit of a shove, who was a little bit in the way blocking downfield. And first down, Paxton Weber. First down, Tigers. 6:46 to go in the first quarter. It's 13-6, Cheyenne Mountain. Junction in the shotgun. Andrew Neese with a big play on the last one to Paxton Weber. Andrew Neese, here he is, takes a snap, hands it off, up the middle. And he'll go for a couple here, a decent gain of 3. On the carry, number 9, Elias Morgan, who just checked back in, played his first game in a little bit tonight. And the Tiger offense will have 2nd and 7. And here is Andrew Neese. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, and gets hit after a gain of 4. So a good play by Andrew Neese. He'll pick up 4, make it 3rd down and 3. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. McKee comes out to make sure his offense doesn't get penalized here. And then it'll be 3rd down and short for the Tigers. Should be 3rd down and 3. Tackled by number 55 for Cheyenne Mountain. Ephraim Gardner, the defensive end, the junior at 6'3", 224. So a big, big defensive end here for Cheyenne Mountain. And here is Andrew Neese under center, fakes a handoff, looking downfield, and he throws he had. I think it was Jed Klieger. It was Jed Klieger, the senior wide receiver, was open downfield, missed him, pressure in his face almost immediately. And the Tiger offense here, 4th and 4, staying on the field, looking to throw out wide, and it was almost intercepted but incomplete. A huge play for the Cheyenne Mountain defense right now to try and get off the field. And here we go. Andrew Neese with a single back formation. Snap. Rolls out. Fires. Incomplete. Nobody is in the area except for Paxton Weber, and he underthrew him. But 2 Cheyenne Mountain defenders, and just kind of a wasted possession there for Junction. And here goes the Cheyenne Mountain offense. Junction could really use a stop here on this possession. It's huge. They do get the ball to start the second half, but Cheyenne Mountain would love to go down, score, take every second off the clock here, and end the half with a big lead. The Tiger defense looking to make a stand. Here we go. First down, Cheyenne Mountain. Looks fake, makes a pitch, goes downfield, throwing it, and he overthrew him by about 3 yards. Number 17 downfield, Josh Lucas, the wide receiver and cornerback, at 6'1", 177, a junior out of Cheyenne Mountain High School. Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's incomplete. Overthrew it. Sam Hawker just missed him. And for Junction, that's huge. It stops the clock and forces Cheyenne Mountain into 2nd and long. Here we go. Sam Hawker under center, going back to the same formation. This time it's a pitch out wide. We've seen it a lot. And a nice tackle made by number 7, Elias Morales. And it's 3rd and long here, so a big opportunity to answer back and get off the field here for the Tigers. 3rd down and 5. Cheyenne Mountain has loved to go outside here on this down. And here we go. And 3 receivers out wide. Sam Hawker hands it off. Never mind. He keeps it. Pitches it. 1st down and more. Sam Hawker's decision making has been beautiful in the running game tonight. A little bit inaccurate, but he does have a passing touchdown in the passing game. And it's another 1st down for the Cheyenne Mountain Red-Tailed Hawks here with 4:04 to go in the 1st half. It's 1st and 10. And handoff right up the middle, bounces off a couple tackles. A flag comes flying in from the far side. We'll see what the flag is here. They're going to spot him for a 5-yard carry here. And so it's either 2nd and 5, or they're going to back him up, or it's going to be on Junction. It'll be 1st and 10, Cheyenne Mountain. See what the situation is here. A nice hit there on the play by the Tigers. The flag was thrown in from the side, judge in the backfield, and the referee carrying the ball. Illegal shift on the offense, and so it's going to be 1st and 15. And so the Tiger defense stands him up, and we'll get another penalty assist to help out the D, and it's with 4:05 to go. It's 1st and 15. Cheyenne Mountain leading 13-6 here in the 1st half. The Red-Tailed Hawks here under center Sam Hawker. Fakes, handing it off up the gut, fires over the middle, and again he misses downfield. This adds and kind of contributes to what we see in 0.5 average touchdowns thrown in the passing game per game, and at 39% completion, it's going to be Isaac Serranos downfield, and it's 2nd and 15. So the Red-Tailed Hawks, instead of going to what works for them, choose to go downfield at 2nd and 15. So they put themselves in a bad position here. 2nd down and long. The Tigers could use a sack, a fumble, or a big hit, and it's a pitch out wide. And what a big play. It looked like it had a lot more potential than it did, and it's going to gain 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 9. So another big opportunity for the Tigers to get off the field. Landon McKee loves to see it defensively. It's about 1 foot from it. I think it was, again, for the Tigers. Yeah, it was almost Dusty Harris again. They're just sending him up that B gap, right up the middle, and trying to get in the backfield. He's about 1 foot with his hand away from hitting that football. And again, it's the pitch. And again, it's a 1st down. And he stumbles ahead. He breaks a tackle. And number 25, Isaiah Cunningham, and the back, the sophomore, and another big gain, and 20-yard carry, and it's another 1st down Cheyenne Mountain. What's new? So at this point, we might be looking at Junction looking to make more of a stop than get the football back here to end this 1st half. Pitch out wide. And a nice hit, but he'll pick up 4. No, they'll actually mark him for 3, so not a generous spot. They'll mark him for 3. It'll be 2nd down. Yeah, Grayson Espinoza in on the tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 7 with 2:16 to go in the half. Checking in is number 25, Isaac Cunningham, and number 6, Colt Kluger, who Isaac Cunningham just had that huge 20-yard run for Cheyenne Mountain, and it's 2nd and 7 here for the Red-Tailed Hawks with 1:56 to go in the half, taking their sweet time, but they're fine with it. Junction, it feels like there just has to be something to ignite the spark here. And there is a fake And a nice job by the Junction defense, only gives up 2 yards. It was Sam Hawker who kept the football and went up the gut. It's going to be third down and 5, excuse me, gain of 2. And here's another big chance for the Tiger defense to be off the field. You'll probably see McKee call a timeout here if they do get the stop. And we'll see what Cheyenne Mountain does if they don't get it here as well. Here's Sam Hawker. Fakes the pitch out wide, and we'll see if it was a false start. This could be huge for the Tiger defense. It is. It's a huge defensive play for the Tigers, even though they didn't really have anything to do with it. Cheyenne Mountain with an unforced error again. They've been penalized in holding pretty much everything all night, which has led to this really grindy game for between these two. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 now instead of 3rd and 5. So that completely changes the play call. And now they're digging in the trick bag here and now number 7, Devon Snowball checks out and Cole Clogger checks in the back. And they every single time will run that pitch option, like say, yeah, for 10, 15 yards every carry. So, and it's a fake of the pitch option. What a huge tackle in the backfield. Guess who? Not Dusty Harris, but Titan Williams getting back in there. Titan Williams, the sophomore, getting in the backfield. Huge play. He drags Sam Hawker to the ground. I'm surprised Landon McKee's not calling timeout here to maybe preserve for the offense, but it's going to be 4th and 17 here. 13, 12, 11, 10, and checking out to the sideline. Probably Cheyenne Mountain's going to look here to see. And that's the end of the first half. So a huge play by Titan Williams prevents any score from Cheyenne Mountain in that possession. And at the end of the first half, your score, Cheyenne Mountain High School 13, Grand Junction High School 6. We'll see you at the start of the second half. And the Tigers here will get the ball to receive. Alrighty, and the red-tailed Hawks getting set to kick it away to start the second half. Here we go. Paxton Weber deep, and again, yet this one sails inbounds. It's going to be a touchback. Send it out to the 25, first down. Grand Junction, big chance for them to get started here in the second half. After going scoreless for a majority of their drives in the first half, Cheyenne Mountain did a good job of keeping a hold of the ball. And here is Grand Junction's offense. Andrew Neese getting ready to take the field for the first time. He's been pretty good tonight. Got a passing touchdown on a trick play. Third play of the game. Been under some decent pressure, though. Yeah, excuse me. Paxton Weber actually had the passing touchdown. Andrew Neese was a flea flicker. And there's a nice hit in the backfield. And Matthias Martinez Santana. And he is dropped for a loss of 1. They're going to give him a loss of 1. It looks like forward progress to a degree, but they're not going to give it to him. And here is second down and long for the Tigers. Andrew Neese, we'll see if this is his first pass attempt of the second half. Hasn't gotten that going yet, really. Yet. You can see what they go do here. It's going to be a Matthias Martinez Santana, Jed Klieger, and Paxton Weber out wide. And looks like timeout, Cheyenne Mountain. You're looking almost for a false start here, but we're going to have an early break to start the second half. We'll pick you up after the timeout. All right, after the timeout, Andrew Neese looking to take control here on 2nd and 11. Cheyenne Mountain didn't have a great defensive set. Here's an option pitch. Here goes Elias, and he gets dropped, but a nice carry for Elias. Looks like him 7 yards. Maybe it's going to be third, and they're going to give him 3, so they're going to give him 8 yards on the carry. So a nice carry there by Elias. You got submarined at the end and flipped up in the air. Nice carry for him, and the Tiger offense has a nice and reasonable third down here, so it opens up the screen passing game, running game, kind of whatever McKee wants to go to here. I honestly would dial up a run here, but they got Jed Klieger and Paxton Weber, 2-wide set, and that is their quarterback playing defense, and it's going to be a keeper. Andrew Neese dropped, slung to the ground. Loss of 2. And the Tiger offense goes 3 and out. Wow. 4th and 5, and the Junction offense has not gotten anything going here in the late portions of the second quarter and haven't gotten a good start here in the second half. And the punt set nice spiraling deep, and it checks up and drops at the 35. So first down, Red-tailed Hawks. The punting game has been amazing so far tonight for Junction, but unfortunately another 3 and out leads to a Cheyenne Mountain possession, and here we go. And another punt of 40 yards, and something to highlight so far is that Cheyenne Mountain's having their quarterback play corner. Sam Hawker was outside in coverage, and even though Junction ran the ball, You got Paxton Weber and Jed Klager over there, two of the fastest players in this offense and definitely amazing wide receivers. So look to see if that comes back to Cheyenne Mountain here to haunt them here. You got to take care of that and just kind of take advantage of what they're giving you. And instead, Junction's just trying to kind of match here whatever Cheyenne Mountain's doing, but definitely some options in the passing game. What a handoff and what a hit in the backfield. Titan Williams stood him up, read the play well. Absolutely smoked in the backfield. Grayson Espinoza recognizes it, congratulates his teammate. A loss of 2 in a 2nd down and 12 play. And there's a run for Cheyenne Mountain, gets 2 right up the middle. Like we said, they're averaging about 2 yards up the middle and have not had a lot of success. And that's carrying over to the start of the second half here. And now it's going to be here in this third quarter with 8:51 to go. It's 3rd down and 10, a big opportunity to get off the field. Cheyenne Mountain has not gone to that toss play yet. They've gone up the middle twice. One got walloped Titan Williams. And now here we go. And Cheyenne Mountain ran some passing plays. Hasn't really worked out for him besides that one to the back of the end zone. The pitch has been working. It acts as like their passing game. So 3rd and long, might as well go to the pitch. And they jump off sides. Costly. Cheyenne Mountain recognizes that they're bringing Dusty Harris in as well as Titan Williams. They're just slamming them through the A and the C gaps towards the backfield. That was Titan Williams. It's going to be offsides on the defense. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Actually, they're going to call encroachment. Same ordeal, same 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here. They're sending Titan Williams up the gut. He got caught with a hard count. And there is that pitch play to the outside. They hook up, and there's a flag in on the play, and they're also going to be short of the line to gain, so they're going to spot him. He scampered out of bounds here. We're going to see where the spot is, but it looks short. The marking is a yard short. The flag's sitting right at that 1st down marker. This could come back to Cheyenne Mountain to haunt them big time. Let's see if the penalty's on Junction here. Nope. Holding on the offense again. Cheyenne Mountain has another 10-yard penalty. And again, it explains how their penalty yardage is huge in that they also, with this rushing attack, if they didn't have all these penalty yards, they could be easily over 400 yards every game. But they're trying their best to stay afloat here. It's 3rd and 11. The holding penalty costs them. And we'll see if they go that pitch play again. Titan Williams gets his yardage earned back, +1. It's going to be 3rd and 11. And under center again with that 2-back set. One wide receiver out to the far side. Watch out. And again, under pressure, he's drilled and almost sacked. In the backfield, disrupting the play. Number 33, Trevin Young, got in the backfield and made the play to stop the Cheyenne Mountain offense, and they're going to go 3 and out of their own, and Junction will force the punt from the Red-Tailed Hawks. Is Sam Hawker going to punt? Sam Hawker has played corner, quarterback, and punter. We've seen a little bit of everything. This kid does it all for him. He's a senior at 6'1", 90 and 195. A big kid. Sam Hawker has done it all. And he rolls out and boots this one nice and deep. Takes a hop and checks up a couple times, rolling down. He'll stop exactly on the 10-yard line almost. And a nice punt again by Sam Hawker. He's consistent in all categories except for throwing, which is his job after all. He's a great quarterback that runs and does pretty much all of it. And a 55-yard punt for him, and this Junction offense keeps getting opportunities. Their defense is willing them through here. Down by 7. 7:43 to go in this third quarter here. And handoff by Neese. Never mind. He's a keeper. And he runs right this defense and takes a weird slip on the sideline. Picks up 5 to 4 yards here on the carry. We're going to see where the spot is. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 6. They're going to spot him with 4, maybe 3 3/4 here. Took a kind of a weird slide on the sideline, but hit the track and just kind of went sliding with those cleats, and then was able to regather himself. He's completely fine. And again, oh my goodness, it's Sam Hawker in coverage on Paxton Weber. So the Tigers' best receiver probably is in coverage. And they throw it over the middle, and he almost came up with it. It was kind of a low throw by Andrew Neese. But Paxton Weber had a step on Sam Hawker, and it's 3rd down and long. Like the decision to throw when you have a big mismatch on the outside. You'd almost like to see more of a go route right there than a slant. Neese underthrew it a bit, but it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Big opportunity for the Cheyenne Mountain defense here to get off the field and create a big stop and get the ball back with great field position again. Andrew Neese with one tailback and 3 receivers outside. They bring the pressure. Looking downfield, taking a shot. Paxton Weber, what a throw, what a catch. He's gone. What a throw. And Neese to Weber. Touchdown, Grand Junction. What a throw. A bomb to Paxton Weber. Again in coverage by Sam Hawker. They're throwing their quarterback at 195 on Neese and Paxton Weber at 165 and 5'9". With speed and skill, Paxton Weber outdoes them again. Junction draws within 1. What a huge play. They might be going for 2 here. Yep, they're going to check out the kicking unit. And here goes Matthias Martinez Santana in the backfield. And Andrew Neese. And timeout. Cheyenne Mountain, they spend their 2nd of the half already. Oh, yeah, sorry, excuse me. Timeout Tigers. So they're 1st of the half, so each team spent a timeout. And we'll take a quick break. Andrew Neese to Paxton Weber on a huge throw. And the Tigers are within 1. We'll see you in just a second for the 2-point PAT. And Junction looking for the 2-point attempt here. Andrew Neese checks in a different back. Fakes, rolls out, has a guy open, throws it outside, and it's incomplete. Thought he did have him, as well as he had 22, Marcus Martinez, and they were looking for them both there. Threw it right over the head of Marcus into the back. And it's incomplete, and Junction remains down by 1. So the decision comes back to bite the Tigers, and Junction still trails Cheyenne Mountain by 1. Got some momentum, got a big play in the offense, and like we said a minute ago, got to get a stop on defense, and the defense has played great so far in the 2nd half, and the offense does their job, and like we said, you put a quarterback on Paxton Weber, probably Junction's best receiver right now. And you see what happens when you just throw a go route to him downfield. And like say, he comes up with a big catch, and the Tigers draw within 1 after not getting the 2-point attempt. And it's fired deep, a nice kick. Lands at about the 8, returned here. And a cutback, and he gets dropped at about, he almost got dropped, and then gets dropped officially at like the 23. First down, Cheyenne Mountain. And here comes Sam Hawker. Just beat on the go ball, but he does have the rushing attack of a running back. Being a quarterback, he plays defense and offense. And Cheyenne Mountain on their own 23. It's going to be 1st and 10 Hawks. Cheyenne Mountain making the 4-hour trip over from Colorado Springs to Grand Junction for some Friday Night Lights. Gonna see what they can do here. Try and extend their lead here. Junction defense has been stout here for the majority of the second quarter and after that and beyond. And trying to get them to jump. Junction can't do it. Titan Williams loading up to see, and they are. They're going to do that pitch play. They got a ton of blockers out wide. And he slips through a couple tackles and will pick up a solid 7 yards on the carry. And we'll get it to 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 for Cheyenne Mountain. Isaac Sensonaros on the carry. And this time, beautiful tackle by the Tiger defense. And a forced 3rd down again. Titan Williams. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Gain of 1 on the play. Nice tackle again by the Junction defense here. We'll see if they just go QB sneak or if they try that option play, which they've done pretty much every 3rd down. Here it is. They go right up the gut, and it's going to be a flag here. Junction had it covered up pretty well and stouted up, but it's going to be either a false start or it's going to be on the defense. False start would really hurt Cheyenne Mountain, and it is. It's a false start on the offense. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 6, which changes everything. The Tigers, though, we know what's coming. It's going to be that outside pitch. Works for them every time pretty much. But Junction has an opportunity to make a huge play and get the ball back to their offense, who just had a dynamic throw from Neese to Paxton. And here we go. Motions. Right up the gut. And he's going to be stood up short. I think they stopped him. I think they did. The official from the side judge is marking him at the 32. Lines at the 33 and a half. Are they going to mark him short? Wow. Oh my goodness. So they're marking him like 4th and 2. So that is a lot longer than we thought originally. And Sam Hawker they're checking on the punting unit. Okay. So huge defensive stop for the Tigers. They get Sam Hawker off the field and are going to get the offense back out there. Nobody back to receive for the Tigers. Now they're checking in Paxton Weber. And just keep an eye out here. Sam Hawker, again, the punter, is the quarterback as well. So watch for a fake. Nope. Sam Hawker's going to send this one into the sky. And it's going to take a nice Cheyenne Mountain hop. Paxton Weber checks it up, gets a block, and gets up to the 36-yard line. So the Tigers will start with their offense. Andrew Neese and Matthias Martinez-Santana, Paxton Weber about to get going here. Third possession of the 3rd quarter. Last possession was a huge throw downfield, and we're going to see if this offense can repeat it again. We'll see if the coverage changes for the defense, as Junction has put Paxton Weber on the quarterback, Sam Hawker, so a size difference and speed difference. Honestly, not bad coverage by Hawker yet tonight, but Paxton just has the wheels to get away from him, so Junction goes to him twice on the last possession, gets a huge touchdown out of it. So here's Andrew Neese under center, motions across, fakes, goes pitch. A nice block out wide. And a hit. And Elias has got a first. It looks like he's going to get the first down. Yep, they're going to mark him at the 47-yard line and a first down. Junction. So Elias Morgan with those wheels on the option just gets it rolling to the outside. Here's Nice checking in with the play. You'd like to see this offense go a little bit up-tempo with the way they've been playing, just to kind of create some confusion or something here, and we'll see what Nice does here. He's under center, and again, they go with the motion. And this time they go up the gut to Matthias Martinez Santana, and it's going to be a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Cole Roshoff on the tackle, the middle linebacker, junior at 5'9", 198. So a pretty big linebacker right there for Cheyenne Mountain. Here we go. Into the game for Cheyenne Mountain, Isaiah Cunningham, the linebacker. Sophomore at 5'10". And a pitch out wide. It's a good one by Nice. Hits the edge. Down the sideline. No flags on the play. First down, Grand Junction. They're going to move. They're telling the chains to hold up. While Junction's checking in and out players here. The spot is on the... The spot is at the Cheyenne Mountain 41, and it is going to be a first down, Grand Junction. Looks like there might have been a penalty against Cheyenne Mountain. Maybe an extra 5. We don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think Junction didn't take the penalty on Cheyenne Mountain. And yep, so Cheyenne Mountain changes up coverage. Taking a one-on-one shot downfield. Nice in the bucket. Drew Marsh, and it's incomplete. They're going to say he's out of bounds. What a throw by Nice and a good connection with Drew Marsh. He's out of bounds, though. 2nd and 10 in coverage for the Hawks. Sam Hawker playing step for step downfield. A nice throw by Nice to Marsh, but wasn't able to get the connection inbounds. So it's going to be 2nd and long for Junction. 2nd and 10 with 3:09 to go in the third quarter. And a good game here at Stoker against Cheyenne Mountain. Next week, Sand Creek at 7 o'clock. State playoffs on the line right now. Trying to keep their hopes alive here. They need help if they lose this week, a lot of it. And here is Nice. Fakes the handoff once, but twice. And he slips through a tackle. And this offensive line for the Tigers is going to push him ahead. Honestly, a great game by the Tigers, number 22. Marcus Martinez, the running back. Getting in there with Elias and Matthias. And the Tigers going to be here in 2nd and 5. So the chains were off by a little bit there. 2nd and 5. And the Tigers, nope, it's going to be 3rd and 5. I thought it was 3rd and 5, and then the chains are adjusted. It is 3rd and 5, so a good pickup. It should have been a loss in the play. Marcus gave it his all and pushed ahead for 5. And here's Nice. 3 wide receivers, Jed, Drew, and Paxton. Nice takes a snap. Got a man. Downfield. Paxton in the bucket. And he's out. I think he's at the 1. Yes, it's complete to Paxton all the way down to the 1-yard line. First down, Grand Junction. What a throw again by Nice. Finds Paxton Weber. I'm not sure who is in coverage. Paxton Weber again coming up with a big catch. Nice throw again downfield by Andrew Nice. He hit Drew Marsh just a couple plays before it was out of bounds. And this one right on the 1. Can't afford a turnover here. Got to execute. Here's Nice. Handoff. Matthias rolls in. Touchdown, Grand Junction. Matthias Martinez Santana adds on to his great season. And Junction takes the 18-13 lead. And the Tigers likely going to go for 2 here. Yep. See if they can get up by 7 here. Junction just missed it last time on an incompletion, but and so here's Andrew Neese in the shotgun. Matthias Martinez Santana to his left. Cheyenne Mountain a little bit out of sorts here. And wide open. Drew Marsh walks in for 2. And the Tigers have a 20-13 lead over Cheyenne Mountain, who had a 13-6 lead. 14 straight points by the Tigers. And this Tiger team has the lead, first big lead of the night. It was a beautiful design. Yeah, of course. Marsh was wide open. Paxton got shoved to the ground out of frustration. He was in the middle, drawing 2 defenders. Marsh, all he had to do is secure the catch and walk in. Nobody within his zip code. And the Tigers get to kick it away here. Cooper Fisher hasn't gotten a chance at a PAT, so far tonight. Had a great week. The week before against, I think it was Gateway, and here's Cooper Fisher, sends this one, an absolute knuckler, and it dribbles out of bounds. They'll let him do it. It's going to be a flag for a kick out of bounds. Likely the ball on the 35, first down. Excuse me, yeah, it was Thornton High School. Yeah, so Thornton and Cooper was 4 for 5 on the PATs, and then had a rough game at Centaurs, and now Cheyenne Mountain, he's not getting the opportunities he wants. Junction executes on their 1 for 3 on the 2-point attempts. And Cheyenne Mountain, here is Sam Hawker doing it all and trying to do it on defense for this offense. Here's a fake handoff, that option, and he's drilled! What a hit! Nasty! Eliza Morales in the backfield. Cunningham on the carry, and I think he's the one who's down. I think it's actually, yeah, I think it's Serranos, Isaac Serranos, who's down on the field. He didn't carry the ball. It might be Cunningham. Cisneros, excuse me. And if it was him, he was the one who probably just got the wind knocked out of him. Got absolutely drilled by Morales. That's been a couple times tonight. We've seen it, the hits on Hawker, Serranos, as well as Sandoval. And the red-tailed Hawks here just trying to get that offense going as far as those pitches so far in the second half. They haven't been able to get the execution they were in the first half. Shows you that Junction was able to go to the drawing board in the locker room and kind of clean up the edges here. Looks like. So he's putting literally no weight on that injured. And it's 25. Yeah, it is Isaac Cunningham for Cheyenne Mountain. So he is injured. He's putting like little to no pressure on that foot. They're going to give him the side. Give him to the medical staff, see if they can work on him. Putting more pressure on it now. Definitely limping. And what a big hit by Morales in the backfield. It's going to be 2nd and long. 2nd and 10. And here we go. Sam Hawker doesn't down an option out to that far side. Now they're going to go with a flea flicker pitch. Downfield. Wide open. In the bucket. Gone. Touchdown, Cheyenne Mountain. And the same play that Junction caught Cheyenne Mountain in earlier works for them. And it is Caden Vincent, the wide receiver, senior at 5'8", ain't about to drop that one. And a beautiful throw downfield on the flea flicker. Red-tailed Hawks probably going to try it on the PHE to tie it, but yep, there are. So Sam Hawker, the punter, the quarterback, and the cornerback, going to attempt it. He drilled his first one. Will he get another? And it is. Is it good? Yes, it is. Sam Hawker snuck it inside the post. And with 1:45 to go in the third quarter, Cheyenne Mountain 20, Grand Junction 20. The Tigers will get the ball. Sam Hawker going to kick it away. Just made the PHEs. 2 for 3 on PHEs for the night. Paxton Weber back deep for the Tigers. And Sam Hawker sends it deep. A nice spiraling kick, and Paxton's going to take it. Paxton nudged out of bounds at the 23-ish, so gonna lose a couple here by not letting the touchback go through, but it's all right. All right, and here comes Neese to get this offense going. Here's Neese on the offense. Neese with a dual back formation. Neese on the keeper. Oh, no, he doesn't have it. I'm so sorry. And I completely bit on the fake. 2nd and 10, stood up in the backfield. Gonna give Matthias a yard up the middle. Neese can be in the shotgun this time, and with one receiver to the far side, it's gonna be Jed. Paxton in that churro formation, diamond formation on the inside. And Neese rolls out. Rolling across. Pass misses Paxton. A little bit overthrown into double coverage. It's going to be 3rd and long. Christian Bernard in on the defense, the defensive back, the junior at 5'8", 155, and sticks with Paxton pretty well. And eventually it's incomplete. And Neese is going to have to do a 3rd and 9 here. Huge defensive and offensive play here in the game. 55 seconds to go in the quarter. 20-20 tie. Playoff hopes on the line. Neese fakes it well, spins out, and dropped by Elias, and then he picks it up and gets dropped. He's going back. Fights out of it, blown dead, lost the yardage, and it's going to be 4th and 10. So it's caught, fumbled, and then recovered. Then he ran backwards and was able to break out of the tackle, but the whistle was blown way before it happened. And to kick it away for the Tigers here, it's going to be A.J. Schlatter, who's been pretty consistent here for Junction, and back deep for the Hawks. Number 4, Sam Hawker. A.J. Schlatter kicks this one high, spiraling. Takes a nice Junction hop all the way down to the 36-yard line is where they'll spot it, and it's going to be first down, Red Hawks. And we'll see if Sam Hawker can be stopped on this possession. And it's going to be first down, Hawks. And at the end of the third quarter, your score, Grand Junction 20, Cheyenne Mountain 20. Let's run up a gut here for Cheyenne Mountain. Gain of 5, second and 5. Cole Klieger on the carry for Cheyenne Mountain. Gain of 5. Cole Klieger, the sophomore, at 5'5", 155. So a smaller back for Cheyenne Mountain at their and for Cheyenne Mountain, second and 5. And he gets stood up, so it's going to be third and 3. They're down in 3 here for the red-tailed Hawks. Under center in that weird back formation again. And a quarterback keeper, he sprints through, breaks free. Sam Hawker, big carry, first down. Cheyenne Mountain looking to take the lead back. And here's a fumble lost, and then it's picked up, breaks free, cuts a couple up, and gets a huge gain. Mason Gottschall, 15-yard line, 2 flags. A Junction Tiger is down. It's Eliza Morales who just gets up and limps off to the sideline, trying not to put any pressure on the ankle. Looks like it's going to be a block in the back in Cheyenne Mountain, and it's going to take him back. Cheyenne Mountain's fans who have made the trip not thrilled with the call. And it's going to march him back a long ways. And so Cheyenne Mountain's going to lose all that large yardage. It was Mason Gottschall on the carry. 5 yards from the spot of the foul, which should still be first and 10 here. But Cheyenne Mountain loses all the yardage. They were down to 10. They'll lose up to like 30 yards on the play and outside, almost the option, and they eventually Hawker gets stood up. Good gain of, they're going to give him 7 here. 6 yards, excuse me. 6 yards on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and 4. And Cheyenne Mountain here with the ball with 9:42 to go in this ball game. Sam Hawker. Handoff up the middle. Good defense there by the Tigers. Gain of 1, 3rd and 3. Junction says they have the ball out of the pile, but definitely down. Gain of 1. Eduardo Rise on the tackle. 3rd down and 3. And here's a good time, good option for the option here, as that's what they've done all night. Hawker checking in with the Colt Klieger and as well as Josh Lucas, the wide receiver. So it is in that option formation. Here we go, moving across. And then they'll move him back inside. Yep, they're going to go to the option. Here it goes. Outside, pitches it. 1st down and more. It's almost guaranteed. 1st down, Cheyenne Mountain here, taking the clock down to the Junction 24-yard line. It's 1st down, Mason Godshaw. And picks up a nice 1st down. 1st down, Cheyenne Mountain. It's going to be a 1st down on the 24. And Sam Hawker under center. Hands it off up the gut. Flags fly from the backfield. It's going to be a false start. Sam Hawker going to talk it over at the official. Getting the explanation. Sees it's justifiable. Wow. And they'll back him up 5. 1st and 15 here for the Hawks. On the Junction 29-yard line. You've seen Cheyenne Mountain in these situations. They've gone to taking a shot in the passing game, and it hasn't really worked out except for the flea flicker and that nice play of the end zone. So we'll see if they do go to the passing game here. And snap. And here goes the pass. You called it. Flag in the backfield. Pass incomplete. No flags in the end zone. Great defense. And there's a flag in the backfield. So we'll see. Maybe a holding on the offense. And Sam Hawker was back there for days. Good coverage on the back end for the Tigers. And it was incomplete. And it's holding on the offense. And they're going to take it. They're going to back him up. So Landon McKee disregards the good defense in the end zone, and a chance at 2nd and 15. They'll take 1st and 25. First and 25. So 1st and a quarter of the field here for Cheyenne Mountain. We'll see if they go to the passing game again or if they try and get some of the yardage back on the ground. Big chance defensively here for the Tigers. Here's a pitch outside. And the carry. He's tripped up by his own guy. It looked like Mason Godshaw was blocking out there and tripped him up. Isaac Sorandos on the carry. And a good stop there by the Tigers. 2nd and 23, only a gain of 2. Junction also has probably Cheyenne Mountain outside field goal range here. It would be an absolute bomb of a kick for Sam Hawker to try and make here in this kind of a situation. And here's Hawker. Fakes it. Looking to pass. He was almost sacked downfield. And it's a touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. Touchdown, Cheyenne Mountain. I cannot believe it. Sam Hawker was under all the pressure in the world. And he should have been sacked. He was not. And he got it deep, and Cheyenne Mountain has a lead. 26-20, and we'll see if they go for two or if they put Sam Hawker up to the PAT as well.
You are a great announcer.
I appreciate that.
Listening to you, you're awesome.
And here we go. Hawker gonna try and attempt a PAT here. And we'll see what he can do. He's been pretty great so far tonight. Snap, hold, kick is good. And with 6:48 to go in the ball game, Cheyenne Mountain has a 27-20 lead. What a huge opportunity here for the Red-Tailed Hawks to come out of a tough road game against the best team in the division and come out with a win. Junction got plenty of time on the clock, probably 2 possessions left for the Tigers and probably 1 for Cheyenne Mountain here. We'll see how things roll out. Cheyenne Mountain's been good in the running game, but it's been the passing game tonight. Because Sam Hawker has had his runs and he's had his PATs, but something we really didn't expect tonight was the dynamic passing game. And Junction's been able to shut down that middle run, and they got him in 3rd and a mile. And Sam Hawker just lets it fly and gets a huge touchdown for his offense. And Paxton deep to receive. Unfortunately, it was Junction had him way backed up. We're not able to execute. And here's Paxton Weber. Deep to receive for the Tigers. And Sam Hawker sends it deep, an absolute beauty of a spiral kick. And let's give you a touchback. And here goes Neese in the offense. So Andrew Neese probably gets 2 more cracks at the code to see if they can win it here for Junction or at least get close. The Tigers trying to get through Cheyenne Mountain, a very tough opponent, making the travel down from Colorado Springs, knowing this is a huge game tonight. Junction's got Sand Creek on the road next week, so very, very difficult end of the season here for the Tigers. Here we go. Andrew Neese in the shotgun. Thias Martinez-Santana to his back. See if the Tigers are looking for OT or if they're looking for 2 more possessions. And there's a nice handoff. Matthias Martinez slips the first tackle. Can't slip the second. Sorry, excuse me, it's Elias Morgan on the carry. Nice carry of 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. And here's Neese under center. It is Elias Morgan to his back. And Sam Hawker in has an extra coverage, and there is a nice run. Breaking free, Elias Morgan somersaults for a big gain and a big first down for the Tigers up to the 36-yard line. First down, Grand Junction. So Junction looking at kind of rolling the clock here. 5:46. They got about 60 yards to the house. 64 yards to the house here right now for the Tigers. So we'll see if Junction just wants to kind of run the football and take this to hopefully overtime with a made extra point. And there's a run this time. He gets slammed down after a gain of 2. Elias Morgan again on the carry. Gain of 2 for him. It's going to be 2nd and 8, and here's Neese checking the sideline. Checking in Matthias Martinez Santana as well as number 22 for the offense, Marcus Martinez. And here is Andrew Neese on the pitch, and Elias, stiff arm, didn't do nothing. And actually, Elias, what a job by Morgan. He looked like he was going to be dropped with a huge loss. Instead, he picks up a good gain. And the Tigers going to be in 3rd and 3 instead of what could have been like 3rd and 10 or 11 for the Tigers. So, again, Junction trying those bad blocking plays into good running plays. The running backs doing their best job here tonight, their best Christian McCaffrey impression. And here we go. 3rd and 3. Cheyenne Mountain fans here who made the trip making noise. It's 3rd and short for the Tigers here who need to stay on the field. They need to score. They're down by 7. 4:04 to go in the game. Snap. Andrew Neese hands it off right up the gut. There's Matthias Martinez Santana. What a big carry for him. He busts it freed up to the 44-yard line. First down, Grand Junction. And now Elias Morgan checking into the game. Matthias out, as well as Dusty Harris out. So Junction with a more wide receiver, and so either a run or a pass here. But there, Andrew Neese is under center. He's got Elias Morgan. Fakes it to him. They pitch it. Downfield wide open. Gone. Jed Klinger. Sleepy night. Jed Klinger into the house. What a play. The flea flicker again. Cheyenne Mountain. Fool's gold. And it's another touchdown for the offense. What a big play by Jed Klinger. McKee was just running the football. Cheyenne Mountain just ran into a trap on that play. And for the offense, they're going to go for 2. Oh my goodness, they are putting all risk on the hands of Andrew Neese right now. Andrew Neese could take the lead. Oh my goodness, he is checking out wide. And they act confused. And then they pitch it. Nobody open. Almost down goes Paxton. He's wide open. Across the formation. It's gone. Oh my goodness, the broken play. What in the world did we just see? Paxton Weber just kept it alive. Andrew Neese checked out wide, and the snap was made. He acted like he didn't know what was going on. And it's good. With 3:06 to go in the ball game, Junction has the lead back, 28-27. Cheyenne Mountain going to get the ball back here. It was chaos. Andrew Neese acted like he didn't know what was happening. Paxton rolled out. They were trying to get him open. And then Andrew Neese was not open. And so Paxton Weber had to roll back to the far side. He slipped a tackle, made a beautiful play, chucked it across the field, and the offense has the lead. Junction's. The score is at 3:06 remaining in the ballgame. 28-27 Tigers. Cheyenne Mountain's going to get the ball back, though. Cooper Fisher to send it deep. And Cooper Fisher puts some leg into it. It's kind of muffed. I think it might have been. And he picks it up and gets drilled. Back at the 17. And the Tiger defense has a chance to shut down the Cheyenne Mountain offense and put this game on the ropes. And their offense. Here comes Sam Hawker with a chance to win the game for his team. A field goal would win it. A touchdown would win it, probably. We'll see how much time they leave for Junction if they do score. The Junction defense right now, we're going to try and get a 3-and-out. We'll see how much blitz the Tigers bring. Kind of 4-down territory. There's no punting probably going on here. Keep in mind, Cheyenne Mountain did use a timeout. Snap, Sam Hawker hands it off, right up the gut. He's got a lane, he's gone. And, wow. All right. And he has a super cheap celebration, and they're going to throw the flag on the celly. He busted it right up the middle. It's a touchdown for now, whistles blowing. They're talking about it. The refs have the football and are marching it back. No call in the field yet. And there's a flag. Are we going to see? Sam Hawker is not happy about it. And they're taking the football to the officiating crew. And the officiating crew talking about it right now. Going to see what the call is. Oh, we're seeing if there's 12 men on the field, so maybe an illegal play by Cheyenne Mountain. And there's 12 men on the field for Cheyenne Mountain. So we're going to see. We're going to see what the call is. So there's a flag down. He did a little, like, dive celebration. He dove into the end zone after he had already scored. So that's an illegal celebration, so there should be a personal foul as well. If the touchdown does count, that should add to the Junction kickoff. Or we'll see if the Tigers elect to have it on the PAT. They're going to go check in with Landon McKee to see what he wants to do with the penalty. I think it's going to be a good touchdown, but the PAT is either going to be backed up or the kickoff is going to be backed up here for Cheyenne Mountain. We're going to see. Anywho, is Isaac Serranos on the touchdown, if it does stand. The current score, shown on the scoreboard live here at Stoker Stadium, is 33-28. And here come the officials to explain. They're going to check in with the Cheyenne Mountain coach. So, yeah, I think the touchdown is going to be good. But I think the illegal celebration really could hurt Cheyenne Mountain here. I don't know why McKee wouldn't back him up on the extra point. For a high school kicker, it's really difficult. We'll see if that's eligible here as an option. Yeah, so it is a touchdown. So the touchdown does stand for Cheyenne Mountain. Junction with plenty of time on the clock, 2:47 to go. But we'll see where they mark the PAT. So I think McKee, yeah, he is going to mark them. He's going to back them up. Actually, or are they going to take it on the kickoff? Does he want a better chance to stop the extra point? Does he want to save a point or get more yardage for his offense? He's going to take the yardage for the offense. So the penalty should be enforced on the kickoff. Get his offense some yardage to get going. Still got plenty of time. They got 2 timeouts and 2:47 to go in the ball game. So plenty of time for the Tiger offense. But Cheyenne Mountain going for 2. This could be life or death for this Red Hawks offense. Here we go. And it's going to be timeout Cheyenne Mountain. So if Junction scores on this upcoming possession, this could be real trouble. Cheyenne Mountain putting all their cards on the table. With the 2-point conversion good, the score would be 35-28. Should put them up by 7.
Smart play by Cheyenne Mountain, though, because if they miss, they just have to stop Junction. But if they don't go for it, Junction goes for 2, they lose. So,
Yeah, so this is a justifiable decision here for Cheyenne Mountain. So they either go up by 6, which is pretty much guaranteed with Sam Hawker kicking those PATs very successful tonight, or they go for 2, go up by 7, force Junction to either kick the extra point with Cooper, who hasn't attempted one yet tonight, and it would be a high-pressure situation, or force Junction to go for the win. Or we would see Cheyenne Mountain just go for 2 here and put all their cards on the table because Junction scores. It's pretty much game. At this rate, they're up by 5. And they're going to go for 2. So they're putting their cards on the table big time here. Here we go. The Junction defense has a huge opportunity. Sam Hawker under center. And they're going to fake the handoff, pitch it out wide. And it's good. And he rolls in for 2. I think it's Colton Music who might gotten ran over. Yep, that's Colton Music on the far side who is a little bit banged up, but he'll trot off the field here. And it's 35-28 now, so Junction either they have to score, kick the PAT, or score and go for 2, try and win it. We'll see what this offense can do here with 2:47, and yep, 2 timeouts to spare for the Tigers. So 2:47, out of bounds is a clock stoppage, so Sam Hawker going to send it deep for Cheyenne Mountain. They'll be kicking off from the 25. Cheyenne Mountain's defense has the chance to win it for him. Back to deep to receive for the Tigers, Paxton Weber. Oh, right, the kickoff is deeper because of the penalty. So the Tigers enforce on the kickoff, try and get the offense going. Unfortunately, couldn't stop the PHE, so touchdown, still tough. And here we go. Cheyenne Mountain put their cards on the table on the 2-point attempt, 1. We'll see what Junction can do with their offense. It's a squib kick. Takes a bad hop. The Tigers pick it up. Looking for a block. He doesn't get one. He gets dragged down. And a good stop, but forward progress will give him the 41-yard line. So a pretty good field position here for the Tigers. First down in the biggest drive of Andrew Neese's career. Here so far as the Tiger quarterback taking over for Will Applegate, backing him up as a freshman last year, sophomore year. McKee, at the start of the season, you heard rumors about this Junction team in a rebuild year. There's been everything but that. They have a chance to go down, try and win the game tonight for their offense, and this team who is looking for the state playoffs 2 years in a row after being one of the worst teams in the state a couple years ago. Here we go. Neese, a little bit of a false start, but he's going to take a shot. He's going to go downfield. He's going to hit Paxton Weber. I'm sorry, it's Jen Klinger. He's dragged down from behind. What a big play. And first out on the 15-yard line. Honestly, if Junction's smart, they should take some time off the clock. They probably don't want to give this offense for Cheyenne Mountain a chance to go down and score. What a big play from Neese to Klieger. He's moving from right to left and on the move. Chucked it downfield, found Klieger right over the defender. And here we go. Neese, handoff, up the gut, and gone. I think he's in. He is. Touchdown, Grand Junction. What a big play. We go back and forth here at Stoker. And is Junction going to go for 2? They still have 2 timeouts. So you know Cheyenne Mountain's going to get the ball with an opportunity here. They're going to go for 2. They're putting the cards on the table just like Cheyenne Mountain did. McKee has never shied down from situations like this. It would be a dumb decision to take your timeout because if you don't get the 2-point attempt, then you're running out of time. So Junction down by 1. No, are they going to kick or no? Junction can't make up their minds. Oh my goodness. They're going to roll it in. It is Cooper to kick. And a game that... Here it is. Cheyenne Mountain making noise. It's a fake. It doesn't work. Backing up. Paxton. He's got a man. Got it. Jade Klieger. He's clutch as can be. Oh my goodness. It happens again. Paxton Weber. Oh my goodness. No way McKee just called that. On the 2-point attempt. Grand Junction takes the lead again. With 2:03 to go in the game. The creativity is crazy. And it was an absolute biff of a play by the Tigers. And Jed Klieger gets it outside, finds space. Paxton Weber again. And Paxton to Klieger. We've seen it on a flea flicker. We've seen it on 2 2-point attempts in a row in a wild roller coaster ride in the 4th quarter between 2 great football teams here going back and forth in these division standings. So Junction has got to stop Cheyenne Mountain. Last time, 1 play, 1 score. Nice to Klieger 2 times on the drive. And Paxton to Klieger for the 2-point attempt. And this one's high and wobbling. Good catch. And he's just going to set up a blocking unit and get dropped. So 2 timeouts for Junction. 1 timeout for Cheyenne Mountain. The score is 36-35. Injury timeout. Tiger down on the field, face first down. And looks to be number 45. Yeah, it's Titan Williams. He's down and he's pounding his fist on the ground. So linebacker. Cheyenne Mountain kind of set up a wall. He might have been one of the first ones in there and got crunched under everybody else. He is hurt though. What a big player he is for the Tigers. Not only in this situation, but like just in general. And you hate to see somebody go down. Had a huge night tonight. Tons of big tackles. Stopping the run up the middle. Making plays on the outside as well. The linebacker, Titan Williams, is to his feet. And he's walking. He's favoring it a little bit, but nothing too bad for Titan Williams. And he's walking off under his own power, gets a pat from his head coach, Landon McKee, and goes to the bench and going to sit out a play, but we'll see if we see him again here tonight. We're going to keep tabs on that, but Titan Williams is out for the moment. And they'll take him to get checked out. Going to give him some water and see what they can do with Titan. In the meantime, here goes Sam Hawker. We thought he was going to win the game last time when they scored. But the Tigers answer, and here we are again. Cheyenne Mountain down by 1. Handoff. Fake. Pitch. Fumbled. Ball's on the ground. Grand Junction's got it. I think the Tigers have it. And it's on the ground. And they say, the officials, what in a big play this could be. And they say it's Grand Junction ball. And what a huge play. Season saving. What a huge recovery. It was a pitch outside. It's worked all night. until the final seconds. Cheyenne Mountain with one timeout. They have one timeout. That's probably not enough, but we'll see. Junction in territory. Andrew Neese, all he has to do is run around the backfield a little bit, then slide. He'll be fine taking a loss of yardage. Just take it all the way to the far side of the field, stay in bounds. Don't throw the football here because the risk of incompletion and clock stoppage. One timeout for the Tigers on one of the most roller coaster nights in Junction football. This could be kneel down territory. We'll see if they want to drain some extra time. Cheyenne Mountain's going to take their first timeout after this play, though. And a handoff right up the middle. Going right to left, he stiff arms and scores! Oh my goodness, Matthias Martinez, Santana! Touchdown, Grand Junction! And they draw more blood late in the fourth. A chest bump knocks down Titan Williams, who just checked back in. And what a huge, exciting night for Junction football, who just punched their ticket to first place in the division and a ticket to Sand Creek, where they'll have a chance to get a home state playoff game for the second year in a row. Wow. Your score, 42, Grand Junction, 35, Cheyenne Mountain. Paxton Weber holding. Official timeout here. We're going to see what they're going to call. Also, I forgot to mention that honestly might not have been a great play by Junction. The score is 35. So it would be an 8-point game if Junction makes the PAT here. So it's still a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And because Matthias Martinez scored, it was huge. But it gives Cheyenne Mountain, honestly, they're probably kind of happy he scored, probably trying to shove him into the end zone. That gives them a chance to try for overtime. The game is not over. The game is not over, I repeat. And a huge PAT coming here. And it is good. Huge kick. So it's an 8-point lead. Here we go. Cheyenne Mountain's going to get the ball here. 1:42 to go in the ball game. Also, they did not spend their time out. So I'm assuming they just let Matthias go in the end zone, and we're just hoping McKee wouldn't go for 2. And a play that Matthias, I guess, probably should have slid down after he picked up the first down. He probably should have just slid down at like the 5-yard line or so. Instead, he goes rolling into the end zone. And Cheyenne Mountain's going to be completely fine with that outcome. So instead of taking any time off, Junction takes off around 5 seconds and doesn't make Cheyenne Mountain spend their timeout. And it's still a one-possession game. Wow. Chaos here at Stoker Stadium. Back and forth we go. Junction has extended their lead, though, off of a huge fumble recovery. The option play has worked all night until that point. And they're going to send it deep. So not a squib kick, but it's a good one. A beauty, and they'll field it at the 5, and then they just create a wall. And a pitch. Watch out. Down the sideline, cuts it up. And eventually gets decked out of bounds. So a good return. No flags, and it'll be up to the 33, I think is where the spot. We're the 32. Let's see where the official spot is. 32. And it'll be first down with 1:32 in a timeout here for Sam Hawkers to try and tie the game here for Cheyenne Mountain. And here we go. Sam Hawkers He's been pretty good in the passing game, considering he usually never throws the football. 3 wide receivers out to the far side. They bring the pressure up the middle. He's in trouble. He goes down. He's sacked. What a huge play. Guess who? Titan Williams. He was hurt, and now he's not. Ran over the offensive line. They sent him up the B gap, and he gets to Sam Hawkers within seconds. Not even a chance to take a peek downfield. Clock is rolling. 105. Pitches it outside. What a risky play, and they don't even pick up good yardage out of it. It's going to be 3rd and long here. Cheyenne Mountain here, running out of time. 52, 51. Sam Hawkers isn't even hurrying up. This offense needs to get rolling. 3 receivers out to the far side. Don't want a false start. There would be a 10-second runoff. Sam Hawkers gets rolled under. And here is an opportunity. Timeout, Cheyenne Mountain. Wow. Not smart plays by Sam Hawkers. Right there, you should always take the incompletion. It allows your coach not to call the timeout. Even though you gain a yard out of it, you honestly gain nothing in the clock category. Burn your final timeout. 38 seconds to go in the ball game. Junction needs to watch the flea flickers, but honestly, Junction's defense has 13 yards to go. It's 4th and 13. The flea flickers work 3 times, but Junction should be in a zone 4 coverage here and should have their corners, safeties, everyone else deep here. So it's a big down here. Season saving here for the Tigers. Cheyenne Mountain was only down by 1 off a crazy 2-point attempt again. And it's 4th and a mile for the game. Junction playing all zone. They got a safety deep. Sam Hawkers under center. Got protection in the backfield. It looks like they're going to drop Titan Williams. Never mind, he's coming after him. He gets blown up. Sam Hawkers over the middle, intercepted. And that's the ball game. And A.J. Schlutter puts it to rest. That's the ball game, folks. A.J. Schlutter. Andrew Nace gets to go to a knee under center. And Andrew Nace will put this thing away. A.J. Schlutter says sleepy night-night. That's it. Cheyenne Mountain had their opportunities. Down by 1, they fumble it. Junction scores when they shouldn't have. They should have just slid down, taken the clock down. Instead, the Tigers score. Still a 1-possession game. And the game where Junction was down and couldn't find offense in the first half has put up 43 points tonight. Andrew Nace takes a knee. That's the ball game. Junction gonna go look to play state ball. They're going to Sand Creek. We hope to see you again this season. We'll see, though. Catch that game on NFHS Network over for the game at Sand Creek next Friday at 7. The Tigers with a huge win tonight. Going to win it 43-35. And we hope to see you again next time. But until then, have a great night and go Tigers.